Hey everyone, this is Kris from Predator World Hunting. You are listening to the First Focal Plane podcast with Sean, Kris, and Rooster.
I'm all hopped up on goofballs and sausage.
Hopped up in dairy and grace and meat in his mouth. Hey guys.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, hey.
Taking a break from the shoes thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should tell everybody what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it. Oh, that fucking Jens guy is watching again.
He's sitting right there and he's commenting on the show.
What a fucking weirdo.
He also sits there and texts with his friends across the table.
Yeah. Like a witch's coven. Like a bunch of teenage girls. Oh, yeah, we're here at the Nosehills Gun Club
In Consort, Alberta.
Booming metropolis of Consort, Alberta.
That's a place.
Yeah. This is an actually like a kick-ass club.
This is easily the best single building that I've ever been in my life.
Single building.
Single building.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in multi-buildings that are better,
I was just gonna say.
but this is the best single building that I've ever been in.
It is. It's classy.
It's hardwood for, like, people can see part of it, but like there's hardwood floors. Okay. There's like the biggest hodgepodge of old but cool furniture that you have ever seen in one place at one time.
That's the key. Donated stuff. And you can't even,
there's plank wood on the walls, but you can't even see it because it's all full of all kinds of gun
like
and
old
war
steel,
paraphernalia.
like signs, like old Winchester, Hornady, Federal. There's like a collection of Dominion, or what is that? CIL boxes up there.
Ammunition boxes, yeah.
old powder kegs.
Look at that. There's a fucking microwave with a loophole button and a Savage sticker on it.
But then intermingled, there's animal heads, rifles, an old Corvette battleship model.
There's an SMLE in the corner over there.
But to bring it into the 21st century, there's a TV mounted on the wall with Oscar's hunting photos
From Africa.
that are on a stream or on a loop. So it's a kick-ass angle.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very nice.
So what the hell are we here for, guys? What have you been doing the last couple of days?
Shoosting.
Shoosting?
Sun and wind burnt.
Getting sun and wind burn. That's it. It has been okay. All right. Here's the thing.
You know why it's so windy here?
Because we're in Alberta and it blows.
It fucking blows hard.
Oh. Go from praise to just carved up.
It has been incredibly freaking windy here, though. So today was, what was it? It was sustained 27 kilometer an hour winds.
And it's been a quiet day compared to
today wasn't as bad as yesterday. And we had gusts. What were the gusts? Up to 48 or something?
Oh, more than that. It was like 55, wasn't it?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday it was like sustained 35 gusts to 55.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It sucked because we were trying to take pokes at 1,400 and
It's good long
1,300.
practice.
well, no, the
There's a 1,400?
Yeah.
yards.
Oh, Jens, why didn't you let me shoot the 1450?
You shot
because we saw you shoot the 13. We're like, oh, we should let him do that.
Don't let him go
It
another
was either
150.
1,300 meters or 1,320 meters. That's the only difference between those two targets up there.
What?
No,
I don't math good.
I mean it was
It sounds better
Well,
when you go in yards. This is 1,450.
I think the important part is that anybody who got a hit all weekend did a really good job because it's windy as flark.
Yeah, and that buffalo took up pounding. That's
What?
she said. The buffalo.
You?
What are we fucking Longmire up in here?
Yeah, that's right. Rainier.
We're drinking Rainier beer now.
Well, this is mine that I left.
You're
I left in Buddy's camper from
you're
last.
bitching about free beer.
I'm not actually. I've never held a Rainier beer.
It's delicious.
I feel like I need a 45
favorite.
on my hip.
Cheers.
Hold on, I got to open it first.
Oh,
Well, somebody shake this.
Well,
Look at, on one hand
our
opening it.
courier had to walk it.
It traveled across.
Yeah.
Our
the
courier.
rain.
Here's your
the
cheers.
plains.
There's your cheers.
brothers.
There's,
Cheers.
There we go.
Hey.
I'm the
Let's go.
sheriff in these here parts.
Oh, that's tasty.
Kind of is.
But
Hey, Rainier beer doesn't suck.
thank you. It's so good.
It's
It's
Mountain
not so
Fresh.
bad.
It says
Yes.
right on the can.
Yeah, well, 'cause it's brewed in Washington near Mount Rainier. Anyway,
Is it actually in Washington?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Seattle, yeah, it's
Used
great
to be
stuff.
Blue Cans, I think.
Well, probably
Yeah, right.
Actually, it is. It's
unlicensed.
it's brewed by Stroh Canada in Guelph, Ontario.
No.
Well, this Rainier is. I'll bet you if you buy it in the U.S., it's not.
Anyway, but yeah, so we took a few pokes and
Well,
A lot.
yeah,
mostly long distance pokes in high wind.
Yeah.
We tried the 22s. It didn't work as well.
yeah.
And
like-
all right.
It worked all right.
Got out to
Well, the problem that I had
355,
is
right,
that
Jens?
so like this afternoon we all grabbed the 22s like shortly before we came in to set up for the show, and so we were all shooting out 22s, whatever. You all were all spotting for each other because you're a bunch of elitist pricks, but I was like 3 benches over all by myself, and I'm pretty sure like I'm not seeing spliffs anywhere
Let me
at
remind
200
you,
meters.
You chose that bench.
Why there was fucking Mr. Ruger in between you and me. Yeah. So I had no choice. But I was pretty sure I was hitting at 200 yards, but I couldn't fucking tell. So I tried to pull my earbud out, and then the fucking 308 with the massive brake went on beside me, and I regretted my life decisions.
There were some pretty obnoxious breaks here.
There really were.
Like, especially when we're shooting rimfire, and then Jens looses a 33XC like a foot away from my face.
Oh, yeah, that douchebag with that 33-inch barrel with the integrated muzzle brake on it. It was like a fucking blue chassis with a stainless steel barrel.
Pretty sure the benches adjacent just shifted.
I actually
about 8 inches.
He fired one when I was standing beside him, and the collar on my jacket lifted.
So Carlos here on the Facebook says, "You guys finally came to God's country." Oh well.
Why does he own it?
Came from God's country. So
from God. Yeah, well, we left Saskatchewan. That's true.
And then he says, "Only blows because Sass sucks."
No, Manitoba sucks.
Davey Pingert says, "Hey, you on the far left. Hey, you on the far left.
Don't you ever call me far left.
How dare you?" He says that chew can rolling just looks bad on camera.
Did you put some?
Don't you judge me?
That's right. You don't know me.
Oh man, some of these guys are really looking at the video. Hey,
well, we're streaming in.
Can you see
720? Yeah.
Can you see this?
And then Luke Gondin says, "Who's being taken to the train station?" Wrong show, Luke, but that was a valiant try.
You know what? That was actually a valiant try. That's Yellowstone. They didn't drink Rainier on Yellowstone. They drank like fucking Jack Daniels, I think, wasn't it?
And single malt scotch. That's
single malt scotch.
$1,000 a bottle.
You're thinking of Longmire, Luke, but Katie Sackhoff is hot.
Well, yeah, Rainier's from Longmire.
Yeah,
but the train station joke or saying is from Tombstone.
Yellowstone.
That's how they kill people. Or Yellowstone.
Tombstone is a Clint Eastwood movie that is also awesome.
I'm your Huckleberry. There was
a train station in that movie. What's the best line in that movie?
I'm your Huckleberry.
Was that Tombstone?
Yeah, the Val Kilmer.
Yeah, you're right. It was. You're right. That is okay. I admit it. I was thinking Unforgiven.
That's
why I said
another
Clint Eastwood.
Epic movie.
So substitute Clint Eastwood for Kurt Russell, and Tombstone is the right movie. Wasn't that Kurt Russell?
Yeah, it was,
and then Val Kilmer was.
But your
stock.
description is way off.
Why?
William Muddy is never Kurt Russell. That's the
character
of Unforgiven. And then he starts drinking.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Kurt Russell was Tombstone.
Yeah, but you compared. No, anyway.
Holy
sacrilege.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Mr. Eastwood, yes.
No, actually, I think the best, I'll be your Huckleberry is too obvious. The best line in that movie was when he points the gun at whoever that fucking guy was. I don't remember his name. And he said, "Hey, he's so drunk, he probably sees 2 of me." And then he whips out his other gun.
Because I got
says,
2 pistols.
I got 1 for each of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the best
anyway,
one.
back to the club.
Yeah,
I've never seen this amount of steel on a club before.
There's a shitload of steel.
It's a lot. Yep.
So it's in the middle. It's in the Badlands, like lowland. There's hills all around. There's steel all the way out to
everywhere,
some sort of distance in yards or meters that is greater than a kilometer.
Some are known, some are not.
Yeah,
we're always guessing.
Yeah, and they're varying different angles because they're either up on a hill or they're closer down. And why are we just fucking describing the range? This is the worst radio ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's
we shot stuff all day.
Yes, it was for the last few days. It's been a good time, but the wind can fuck off any minute now. And of course, as soon as we start the show,
Actually, yeah,
the wind dies down.
It's calm and the sun
Show's
is shining.
over.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for coming. We'll
Back
see you
to
next week.
shooting.
We got more shoosting to do. Anyway,
So, okay, what was your guys' best shot all weekend?
you guys go first.
I asked you, fucker.
Okay, so today we were.
I'll tell you what my worst shot was.
Okay. Well, you asked me a question, and then you reneged on the question. No, but so we were playing with those 9mm hand loads of mine, right?
Yep.
Oh, right.
And we were having massive issues out of our pistol caliber carbines.
Yeah.
And some worked. Sometimes you get a few rounds, but because they're direct blowback and they're a light load and 147s, it's tough, And there was a couple squibs I might have fucked up. Might have.
Maybe.
I would. It's not beyond reason of doubt, but anyway. So, but then we're like, let's see how far we can go with these carbines. So we what's that ram at 5? What is it? 5.
I have it on good authority from a German, and Germans are very efficient people.
Yes.
That it's 484 meters.
Okay, so not quite 500 meters.
Yeah.
But 500 yards.
500 yards probably.
And so we
go.
we had a mini shoot off to see who could hit that ram first.
Wait a minute, I wasn't involved.
No,
in the
me and
shoot-off.
Brett were.
Yeah.
We started with the
hold on.
CZ pistol.
You were using a PC carbine. He was using a CZ pistol.
Well, I was using the CZ pistol first. He's like, "Let me try that." And so I'm like, "Okay, I'm not going to stop shooting because you want to shoot your own gun." It's
Oh, this is yours?
Yeah, this. So then we both took turns. Yeah, that's right. This is a community gun.
Club
Yes.
pistol.
But so then it took me a ton of shots to hit it, obviously, because you're lobbing it in like a goddamn mortar at that distance. But
yeah.
But I had a 1-4 Vortex Crossfire on it. Cheap 1-4.
What kind of scope is that called?
An LPVO.
Yeah.
Man like steel trap, son. That's
you
how
totally
we do.
knew that.
Yes, I
knew that before today.
With you. Of course I did. Anyway, but my holdover. So the ram was halfway up the hill.
Yeah.
And my holdover was the top.
It still
line.
is, by the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's still there.
At this
Unless
very
something's
moment,
changed.
it is still halfway up the hill.
But my holdover was the top of the hill, skylining the thing, and I'm like, this can't be safe.
Which is what, like 100 feet up?
Yeah. Oh, at least.
Yeah.
At least. And like I'm landing within inches and feet of this ram, and I'm like, okay, but the wind was gusting from our left to the right hard.
Okay, before you hit it, the old Western shows was like, dance, boy, and they like shoot all around his feet.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
That was us, yeah.
Yeah.
But just for the fact that we could get there was, and then I got a hit, and I was like, yeah. So
anyway. And the best part was we know that you got a hit because
we took turns.
It has a light on it when you hit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear that.
And that was the biggest cheer. Actually, it was the second biggest cheer because you did very, very well by hitting it. And I will freely admit that I couldn't hit it before running out of ammunition with my TNW arrow. So like accomplishment, Sean, 1 point.
Yeah, I win.
However,
everything's competition.
However, within 2 minutes of you hitting it, Brad hit it with his CZ.
Brad or Brett?
Brett. Yeah, it's Brad. Well, don't fucking
the nice guy with the beard. That's what I call it.
The point is, at 484 meters, he hit the ram with a 9mm handgun.
Yeah. It was
pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was in that wind too. Like,
yeah,
I mean, took a lot of shots to get there, but
yeah. Well, I think
Jerry
he's
Mitchell will be looking for him.
Yeah, he's part of the reason that I ran out of ammo while I was trying because I was using his ammo and he used it all before me.
But yeah. What about you guys?
Okay, what was yours, Kurt?
Oh, I probably have 2, I guess.
Was it the no-look shot?
The no-look shot.
I don't know. Did you have a no-look shot?
I never have a no-look shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He banked it off.
Second round at 1320 meters.
Second round, 1320.
Second round with the 6.5 Rooster at 1320.
That's pretty good. I did mine on the first shot, but
yeah, you had a little bit of a different rifle too.
Well, and a little, yeah, that's true. It was a little different.
The other thing was my shotgunning this weekend.
Show him your arm.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh. No, I'm not showing him that.
Good.
Okay.
Then you let go of the mic. And
okay.
Take
it off.
Tell everybody about your shotgunning.
My shotgunning.
Because it was actually pretty impressive.
Stuff.
For a guy who was complaining that he doesn't know shit about shit when it comes to shotguns,
shit about shotguns.
You did pretty good, though.
Not bad.
Tell everybody.
I did pretty
I
good.
did pretty good. How was your shotgunning today, Kurt?
Who's
good?
What am
I
to
did good.
explain?
I pulled the trigger and things got
I hit more
They
stuff
were
in the air
pigeons
than
and I
ever have
shot
in my
them.
life combined.
Okay, but like this is radio, so tell everybody like what positions were you shooting from? How fast were the
I don't know, I
pigeons
was
flying?
trying to process everything Oscar was telling me. So
Yeah,
is that skeet over there?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We should have got you a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Friend of the show, John, everyone.
He's describing what's going on.
Probably
Why
not.
don't you come take my mic for a second?
What happened?
Because Kurt doesn't seem capable of explaining how this
No.
went.
So there's a skeet range and a trap range.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a trap range. There's a skeet range. There's also a sporting clays range.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't hear you.
Yeah. Hold everyone while the old guy gets up.
I'm gonna sit here and drink my beer.
Five stand. Okay, so we started off at skeet, and there's 8 positions in skeet.
Closer to your face.
How about like this? Okay, like this. Can you actually hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
So talk.
Keep talking.
Yeah. Shut up. Shut up and
so we
talk.
start. So Oscar, president of the club out here, took Kurt and I aside and told us what to do for skeet and how to shoot from each position and where to hold to start. And it was good. It was lots of fun. But that actually.
But a little
Wow.
bit humbling, hey.
Oh, like absolutely. I wouldn't like humbling is too soft of a word for what I felt. Embarrassed to call myself a shotgun owner would be more accurate.
Yeah.
But it was a hell of a lot of fun. Like
It was
for guys that don't know how to shoot skeet, you shoot with you have a bird that comes out of the high house, a bird that comes out of the low house, and then you
And
get pairs, and that's from position 1 and 2, and then 7 and 6. So 6 and 7 are both high, low, and then a pair, and then the ones in the middle, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, are all just high, low birds, and then you have position 8, which is a high, low bird as well.
And they're called clay pigeons, but they're moving at mock chicken speed.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, that's an
Quite
accurate
quickly.
assessment. And then we went from there to the 5 stand. Sorry, I called it sporting clays, but Oscar explained to me that they don't have enough real estate here to shoot sporting clays. So they made a 5 stand range, but they've got 89 friggin' trap throwers set up.
Ridiculous.
It's absolutely bonkers. And they throw 2 birds, and it's like kind of random because they tell you, oh, we're showing from the house 1 and house 21, and it's like, okay. And so you have this this rabbit bouncing crosser, and then you have this thing that shoots out a clay from 20 feet straight over your head,
Right.
and it's coming out of there at like Mach 3.
Or that one that like there was the one that was going out that like the one way, and then you shoot it and you hit it or not, and then you're waiting for the second one, and it's got to come from the opposite end of the range
It's coming from 50 or 60 yards away, and it comes across flat, and then as it loses speed, it turns
it
sideways.
starts
so
angling.
you can see it.
Yeah,
But it's a black bird. Like it's not orange or
Right.
pink or anything.
Yep.
So it's just a black bird, and it just appears in the sky. It's like, oh my god, it's dropping. But that was actually a lot of fun.
That
It
was.
was, yeah.
Yeah. So was
So,
that
yeah.
one of your high points, Kurt? What was your
One of
next
my high points, yeah.
Oh, you have more than one. Wow.
I did.
You know what? I was trying to pay attention. I failed. Okay, what was your second one?
That was the best shotgunning I've ever done. Out of my
Was
year
that
of owning
the
a
only
shotgun?
shotgunning you've ever done?
No, I've shot. Well, the thing is, before this, the only thing I could hit in the air was something with a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Like I could never hit any clays like this, but put me in a hunting situation, I kill the shit out of birds.
Okay.
And Oscar explained to me
And
today. He
flying
tried to
squirrels
explain to
and
me
sugar
that-
gliders. And
yeah, sure.
okay.
Those things.
Okay, I got you.
All
Made
right.
you feel really good about yourself?
Well, he was throttled a little bit about that. He was careful not to pump my tires too much.
That's good because you don't need your
Absolutely.
tires pumped too much.
No, I don't want my head growing too big like yours.
Hey now.
You're not wrong.
Then Steve from EM Precision showed up yesterday.
I missed him.
Yeah, you did.
I was on the long drive.
Yeah, that was a good time.
But before you talk about Steve, I should probably say what my
you
favorite
finish
thing
yours.
was.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so my best shot was also my most embarrassing shot. I had some pretty decent shots. You know, like So I've got I think I've mentioned it before. I have a Remington 700 VTR, and the only thing other than putting a scope on it, I've put a Magpul Hunter stock on it, and I put a Trigger Tech trigger in it. Okay. Other than that, it's like the action and everything in the barrel is all just stock VTR. Okay.
Okay.
So Jens is helping me shoot longer range. And of course, this is the precision shooter that I am. I show up to a weekend long shoot with primarily long range shooters, and I bring some non-match reload full metal jacket ammo and some 1974 Hurtenberger.
Never left 4 power.
No. It's a 4-16.
Oh, is it?
But it never left 4 power.
Right.
and Hurtenberger ammo, which is probably what do you think? It's like 3 MOA ammo at best.
Oh no.
3.5 to 4 MOA out of a VTR barrel.
That stuff shot 1.25 inches in one of the M14s I had.
Did it?
Yep.
1.25 inches.
83 stuff. Oh, is that okay?
My ammo's 9 years older.
Okay.
Well, anyways, the point is that at 500, it was pretty simple. We got it dialed in pretty easy. And then Jens was like, okay, well, let's go to 800. He said it in much more German than I just did, but and I was like,
Schnell.
Schnitzel, go to 800. Sorry, yes.
Jens is like, they die in their sleep
It's
tonight.
like, you are on the list now. Yes.
No, be careful, Sean. We Germans are not all smiles and sunshine.
He's giving me that look like, Sean, I'm gonna kill you first. Anyway,
so we went out to 800, and we were hitting the buffalo target at 8. We thought we were hitting the buffalo target, but we couldn't confirm because we couldn't hear a damn thing. And then we later confirmed, what was it, 338 foot-pounds of energy at that distance or something with the ammo I was using. So it wasn't really ringing very hard. So then Jens says, well, okay, we've got that. How wide is that buffalo, do you think?
12 feet.
12 feet
12
wide?
feet.
Yeah,
Holy
8
Okay,
feet. Yeah.
so we weren't sure we were hitting the 8x12 buffalo. So instead, we went for the 24-inch gong because he figured he could see it move. And there's a light on it. Yeah.
Well, so Don Miller on the YouTube says, we have a switch in the clubhouse for the light on the Ram. He says, thanks for bursting my bubble, Don.
Well, we knew to know that though, because it lit up when you hit the Ram.
Yeah, well, somebody in the freaking clubhouse just went, "Dink. Sean got it." Yeah.
Oh, you can just flick the switch and turn the light on.
That's according to Don. That's what he says. I think he's full of
Don, come on, man. Yeah.
shit. Oh well. Story of my life.
Anyway, so we're hitting this fucking gong, no problem. And then he says, okay, well, 1,100 meters then. And I was like, I don't know, you're stretching the boundaries of my awesomeness. But we did it anyway. We couldn't confirm a single hit. Do you think we actually hit it? I don't think we did either.
Well,
and here's why. Because we maxed out, like those turrets maxed out probably for what? It would have been reasonable at what, like 700 meters maybe? But then, so I was already holding over when we were at 800. And then I had to hold over an additional 300 meters on top of that. And we just couldn't figure it. Like, I couldn't figure it out. And I was running low on ammunition. So he said, okay, go back to the 24-inch gong at 800. And I only had 3 rounds left. And I hit 3 for 3. So that was fucking awesome. Because I am. But that wasn't the best.
Yeah, me. I'm awesome.
That was maybe one of the best sets of shots that I made, but it wasn't the most embarrassing. So the most embarrassing, Jens has an EM Precision custom build 33XC that he's going to be using at King of 2 Miles, and he was gracious enough to let me shoot it. So I sit down. It's at, what is it, 1,320 meters, you said?
Yeah.
So 1,320 meters. It's my first time behind the gun. He says the elevation is already dialed. You don't have to worry about that, but you're going to have to hold left because the wind is being a bastard. So you were telling me to hold left.
Yep.
Yeah, you're being my spotter. So he tells me where to hold left. So I do that. And then
I tell you what, What do you tell me before you pull the trigger?
You said make sure that you tell me. What do you want me to
Give
tell
me
you?
a standby.
That's right. You wanted
So
me
I've
to
got
say stand by
half an
before you
opportunity
send
to
it.
correct if needed.
Correct. Okay. So I said, rifle on, and you said, or rifle up, whatever. I don't know. Rifle
up, and then Kurt
and then Kurt
scopes up.
says scopes up, and then I said stand bang.
Yes.
Quite clearly.
And here's why. Because okay, so I've got a trigger tech on my Remington 700, but I set it at 3.5 pounds of pull, and this 33XC has 4 ounces of pull on the trigger. So I figure, okay,
You blow on it too hard, it goes off.
yeah. So here's the important part. I did not put my finger inside the trigger guard until my sights were on the target.
Hell yeah.
But when I did
However-
put my finger inside the trigger guard, I apparently touched the trigger with more than 4 ounces worth of pressure.
2 of the grooves on your fingerprint
Yeah.
touched it.
I think I may have breathed out at the
Yeah.
same time, and or maybe there was a wind gust, and
Yeah,
that helped it along. And technically, it was a negligent discharge, but I fucking rang it.
Well, you look back at me, and I'm looking at the damn thing. The light's on.
Yeah,
The clang's coming 3 seconds later.
that's right.
And then he goes, "Oh, that was a hit."
Well, I turned around as if to say I just wasted a $6 round, and then I heard the report,
Bing.
the clang. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a-
So
just
so that was pretty
testament for
good.
a good setup.
Yeah. So basically, what that means is, if you're using a phenomenal rifle and you have a good spotter,
Yep.
as long as you put your finger inside the trigger guard after you're scoped in, then it's okay.
No, that's not what we're saying at all.
But-
Doesn't make it okay.
But here's what really counts. I hit 1,320 meters on my first shot, and Kurt did it on his second.
You are better than me. That's what you wanted to hear, right?
It really is. It really is. Well, I think the negligent part comes into the play when you didn't mean to pull the trigger then. I meant to pull the trigger, but I meant to pull the trigger approximately 5 to 7 seconds later than I did.
Oh, that's a long time.
Well, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay, 3 to 5 seconds later.
Anyway.
Needless to say, Kurt did not get his standby warning.
Stand bang.
Yeah, it was definitely a stand bang.
Kris is now known as Stand Bang.
That's my nickname now.
Stand Bang. Kris
I
Stand
think it's
Bang
quite
Campbell.
appropriate.
Well,
All
it's
right.
been a fun weekend though.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
We fired off a cannon.
Yeah.
Yes. Should we? Yeah. Should we be talking about that on air?
I don't know.
Potato cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with a potato cannon?
Yeah.
What else did we do?
Shot a lot of rimfire.
We did
A lot of
we shot
rimfire.
way too much rimfire. Okay, can I just say that SK? What is that? The bulk stuff. The bulk
Standard
SK.
plus
Standard plus.
in the can.
Fuck. That is
That's
the
why my hands
greasiest.
look like this.
Exactly. That is the greasiest, ugliest
Is
ammunition.
that stuff in the yellow can?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can get it in
Alright.
yellow cans or black boxes.
I'd rather get it in the box. Maybe some of the
But
cardboard will soak up the wax.
It doesn't. That's why I look like this.
Right.
And then when the sun's beating
Well,
on it,
I'll
too,
tell you this: not everybody else has to completely douse their ammunition like that.
Mhm.
Blazer isn't copper plated. I don't care.
Anyway, it's a pain in the dick,
Yeah, it's ugly ammunition. It really is ugly.
but it shoots.
How does it? I was going to say, how does it shoot?
Yeah,
matter if it's
it
ugly.
shoots fine until all of the wax buildup in your action starts bonding with all of the burnt gunpowder in your
That's
action.
why you clean your guns. Whoa.
That's a terrible
Let's not
idea.
go there.
Why are you saying crazy
Yeah,
things
what is
on the
this
air?
clean your guns thing?
So what do we find with ammunition then? You guys test different stuff
For
this
22?
weekend? Yeah.
Well, I've done most of my 22 testing before we came here.
Mhm.
I knew what shoots and what doesn't. I did not shoot any of my good ammunition that actually shoots though, because it's getting hard to find, and I have a limited amount, and I'm supposed to be doing the X22 competition in July, so I got to hang on to those boxes.
Fortunately for me, the the CCI standard velocity seems to shoot really well in my CZ.
Oh yeah.
That's what John works in his Bagheera B14R.
Okay. Jens and I went out to 355 meters with it today.
Okay.
Got everything doped up. You got to 4, John?
Always got to one up everybody.
385? Oh, is that right? Okay. Oh, that's right.
The
too.
turkey's 385 meters.
Whatever, some sort of
It's
fowl.
Some
turkey
sort of
chicken.
poultry that.
There's a turkey, anyways. There's a turkey chicken gobbler at somewhere between 300 and 400 meters.
It might be 400 yards. It's 300.
That was with standard velocity. You did that? How about that? That's some good stuff.
It is. Well, and then we tried my SK Standard Plus out of the Gray Birch at, what was that, 300?
And all you got was a greasy hand.
With that, well, and it started spreading pretty heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 I find that with most of like for me with high velocity ammunition, after 100 meters, I find that with most of the higher velocity ammo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dips into transonic.
Yeah, exactly. But the subsonic stuff in this wind, well, not this wind because it literally calmed
now
down
it's
to nothing.
That
I'm looking at the flag.
is just-
It's
All right,
literally
that's the end of the show, guys.
Yeah.
We
But
still got some daylight.
if there with the wind that we were having though, it would have been a waste shooting the subsonic stuff because
Oh, yeah.
the gusts and the swirls would have just pissed it all around.
Fucked it up real good.
Yeah. You were shooting subsonic?
That was
yeah,
yesterday,
this-
hey? Yeah. Oh.
Well, maybe I should have tried it then. The only subsonic that I have is Ely Sport, and I just didn't want to waste it because I
Yeah.
want to save it for the X22. Well, if you
We'll talk about
donate,
that
I'll-
off
yeah,
air.
yeah, I'll take what you got, buddy.
Spudman. Yeah, Spudman on the YouTube says, imagine a steel target that would send a signal to a phone app. It would make your phone ring when you hit the target.
Ooh.
Smiley face emoji. Mhm.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
can I get that? You know, that really would have helped when I was not being able to hear my 22 hitting at 200 meters.
Well, now that's just what we were doing before the show. I
I think
was
the grass is so
hammering
bad.
away on John's B14R, and we couldn't get any sign.
Well, that's why I took my earbud out.
Yeah. But we were also shooting at twilight too, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't see
hit
any
was a mirage?
No.
Higher.
Higher than it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
in this mirage, I don't know how much I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what are you guys doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna shoot the gray birch if there's no wind.
If there's no wind, I'm going to shoot my gray birch too.
Yeah, I know.
If there is wind, maybe I'll shoot
I'm gonna
some Ely Sport.
shoot it regardless. But
Great.
Irregardless.
but regardless, I'm gonna shoot it regardless. I didn't say irregardless. I'm not a fucking plebe.
Plebe.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna shoot that tomorrow, and maybe I think I got a handful of 6.5 left. I'm gonna take a couple pokes.
Well, I can tell you this: I don't have any 308 left. Kurt doesn't have any 308 left either, because I think I borrowed half of what he brought.
Kurt has more than Kurt's letting on.
Oh, good for Kurt.
Man of mystery, Kurt Rouse.
I don't know. The last time I tried somebody's hand loads out here, they fucking didn't do well.
Listen, they cycled like a son of a bitch in that
In that handgun.
beat the shit SPO1 Shadow
Yeah.
with a spring that's probably seen 250,000 rounds.
But every time I fired it, it didn't even heat up the case enough for the case to compress.
Well, those direct
and then it got
blowback,
stuck in the chamber.
like your arrow, not so much, but like my PC carbine, that's a big piece of steel that gas has to move back and forth fully.
That is a lunker.
It's
it's
beefy
direct
bitch,
blowback, right?
Well, yeah, same as the arrow, the
Yeah.
TMW arrow.
Yep.
But it still didn't even have enough gas to move yours.
No,
right?
it didn't have
So-
enough gas to move mine at all.
Yeah, I'll take one. Toss it here. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, no, but like I don't know. I cycled it. I don't know. Sometimes it cycled great. Sometimes it didn't. It was just, and then there was a couple squibs. So maybe I did fuck up. I don't know. Anyway, but I still got a lot more of that stuff. So I'm gonna shoot it or I'm gonna pull them all. So, and I don't want to pull them all because that's a pain in the dick.
And then we're
Some squib blower.
squib
outers.
blower outers.
That's the thing.
That's
Some
that's a
healthy
name.
reds.
What? Okay. What kind of animals did we eat this weekend?
A
We ate
lot.
goose.
Oh, we ate
Yeah.
goose. Yeah,
We ate moo cow.
Deer
Deer.
nachos.
that's right.
Oh, the nachos were deer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad I had some nachos now. Not like
we
I've
had
never
that
eaten deer.
goose
but
jerky. That
yeah.
was delicious.
Goose jerky was really delicious. Yeah.
Goose smokies. Yes.
Now the goose smokies were apparently. Correct me if I'm wrong here. They were goose and assorted waterfowl. Yeah, but they were still delicious.
assorted.
Yeah. Heinz 57 bird.
Weed eater sausage.
But it was delicious though.
Yeah, we've been eating like kings and queens.
Yeah. I ate several hot dog buns, a couple of hamburger buns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Kurt made a salad.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a
You know what?
Caesar.
I was asked to make the goddamn salad. All right, wasn't my salad. I
You
didn't
took
bring
it way
it.
too seriously though.
It was,
Daniel Crossland
You're like, I'm-
asked me to make it.
I'm making a salad. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
it was a pre-made salad.
You know what? When I go and do something, I do the goddamn thing right. All
But-
right.
Don't half-ass it. You knocked it out of the park, but
It was pretty good, but the croutons were like half the size of a penny.
a little something to be desired on the
Listen,
crouton
I didn't
front.
package it. All right.
But you know what? It was good enough for government work.
I just mixed it. Yeah, that's exactly what it
yeah.
was.
But yeah, no, we've been eating pretty good out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do this too often. I
No.
don't think.
Well, no, not the sunburn part. Hey, so we all stayed in one room.
Essentially.
We all stayed in a camper.
Yep.
Is it an 800 square foot
Really?
camper? That seems pretty
Say that's
big.
bigger than my house.
It's how big is it? 30 foot, 32 foot,
28-foot
28
ultralight.
foot.
Jayco ultralight.
So 28 foot camper.
Yeah.
Of which John slept on the queen bed.
Yeah,
'cause, you
all
know,
by himself. Well, with his dog.
it's his bed.
Well, I didn't hear you volunteer to share it with them.
I did actually.
Did
he
you?
turned me down flat.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He was like,
the nerve.
Shh, no.
Declined the heavy pit.
Yeah, I did actually.
And that's the cost of ownership or cost of entry.
That's because I told him you had formaldehyde.
Don't say the
too.
cost of entry
That
when we're
and
talking
heavy
about
breathing.
this stuff.
Yeah. John just, I woke up a couple times to John just standing over Kurt, just
Yeah.
breathing heavily and sweating profusely.
I knew he was there too.
yeah.
I just wanted to see how far he'd go.
It was
if I
a
pretend I'm sleeping, maybe he'll go away.
it was a pretty quiet night, except I had just fallen asleep.
And then we all started snoring.
Yeah,
Like a
well,
symphony.
no. This
Sean
is
was whiskey drunk.
before I. Yeah, Sean was
Sean was-
like
yeah.
really
was
whiskey
out
drunk.
there.
He did a very good job because he did not fall down on the way to the camp.
No,
Yeah.
I was quite good.
But I'm on the top bunk.
Yep.
And I'm trying to go to sleep. Is your hand up because you want to ask a question? Jens is across the room with his, like, his hands
He's
just up
asking
in
to
the
go to the
sky.
bathroom, I think.
He said, "Can I go pee?" Anyway, so I'm on the top bunk and I'm trying to go to sleep. And within, I don't know, 30 seconds of being quiet, I start hearing Kurt, who sounds like he's trying to, make wood the old-fashioned way. That's sawing logs. And maybe 2-3 minutes after that, Sean joins the chorus.
Harmonizing.
Yeah, well,
Back up
harmonizing. That's one way of putting it. Yeah, their cycles were
singing.
synced.
We're aligned.
Yeah.
We spent so much time together.
And then maybe, I don't know, 15, 20, I lost track of time. When you're hearing repetitive snoring, time has no
It's
meaning.
like dueling
But
banjos.
some that's, it was the devil went down to Georgia and snore. But anyways,
Snore B flat. Thank you.
yeah.
sometime after that, fucking Chuckles in the queen bed joined in, made it a fucking trio. And so I had a little bit of trouble getting to
Barbershop
sleep.
quartet.
Barbershop quartet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because then you joined in after.
Shawnee and the snores.
And then 10 to 5, I'm like, I really got to piss.
No, you're skipping ahead.
Okay.
Because I had just got to sleep, but I had the window open. And just as I was getting to sleep, the coyotes, which were probably 50 yards away, they started their chorus, probably because they could fucking hear you guys because my window was open.
I thought there was something wounded.
Well, my window was open too,
right.
so they probably
That's why they were so close.
Yeah.
So I had to close my window, and then I finally fell asleep until
10 to 5, I wake up, still drunk, mind you. And I'm like, I really got to take a piss. So these bunks, they're kind of hard to get into because there's an orifice. That's a proper term. There's an orifice you got to crawl in on the bottom one.
Yeah.
But I'm stop the presses. I'm a big guy. So getting into that orifice is kind of like playing fat guy Jenga or fat guy press. yeah. After he's gorged on berries. And
so for those who couldn't hear, because John doesn't have a microphone, he said it's like a bear going into his den.
Yeah. So anyway, like I gotta piss. This is good. I don't want to
grunts and all.
Kurt, I could hear you snoring, Kurt. But Kurt usually wakes up, 3-4 o'clock, like as you do. But I'm like, I got to be very quiet. And so I try to climb out of there to not wake up Kris because Chris's legs are hanging off the edge of the bunk on the top bunk. And so,
6'6".
So I'm trying to get in there and I kind of grab out and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I pull myself out and then I almost fucking eat shit. and I end up.
It was a good recovery though.
Yeah.
I heard 4 loud stomps and then I heard like I could in my mind's eye, I could see you like stop.
Yeah.
And like catch yourself. And then I could see you like pause for a second.
And then I looked over Kurt's looking at me like, what the fuck is that? and I'm looking like, sorry, bro, didn't mean to wake you.
There are 12 people watching right now. They're just glued to their seats.
This is great radio.
Yeah.
But then Kurt's like, fuck it, I'm getting up.
Did you get up after that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I think I went to bed before you even hit the toilet.
Oh, shit.
Like I fell back asleep, I mean.
Yeah.
Came to the clubhouse to do some work and then started shooting.
Then you guys started shooting it, 10 to 6 o'clock?
7:30, I think.
No,
7:30?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell
Me
you
and
what,
Kris
I got
slept a
up at
little
8 o'clock, so
Yeah,
fuck
you
you
slept
guys.
in.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good.
I'm okay with that. It took me longer to get to sleep than you guys, so it stands to reason that I slept longer.
Does it?
Whatever you want to tell yourself, Kris.
Yeah,
It
whatever
does,
makes
though.
you sleep better at night.
But whiskey won't put me to sleep though. It'll create a waterfall that'll trickle down onto Sean.
Nice.
I'm
I
not
haven't
saying.
showered
Wait,
for a few days.
that makes it
so-
sound like I pissed myself. I was talking about throwing up.
Yeah. Urine is sterile.
I'm sterile. What?
Urine is sterile.
Urine is sterile.
It is. Yeah, it smells like
Oh,
piss.
good Lord.
Anyway,
Should we move on from
yeah,
this?
let's
I
go.
think we should.
But tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna
We're gonna eat something.
some
Probably
sort of animal
something that
protein.
roamed the earth at one
Yeah,
point.
I would assume.
Yes.
Maybe drink copious amounts of coffee.
Yeah, some
Sure.
bolt action coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't dove into that yet, have we?
I saw the bag of Midnight Canoe Trip
No.
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's mine. Well, that's the one that they graciously provided after we questioned what Midnight Canoe Trip was.
Can I just point out right now that we have stealthily slipped 2 of our sponsors into the show
Hell yeah.
already without even trying.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do, man.
We are fucking good.
We are professionals.
And me mentioning it just fucking ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, why would you jinx it? Now we're not going to anyway.
No, we don't.
Oh.
But what we do have to mention is that stay tuned next week because there will be details on how to win the Canuck FD12 shotgun that is over Sean's shoulder at the moment. And
Got a shotgun under your shoulder?
not-
You're just happy
yeah.
to see me.
that's
Not allowed
definitely
to
a
handle.
definitely a
And
shotgun.
if you haven't, check out that shotgun on YouTube with Chris's killer review.
Was that a pun?
No, it was amazing because it puts all of our editing skills to absolute shame.
Unfortunately, that is a low bar because it was very amateurish editing.
No way, you did a hell of a job.
I got a good one for the gray birch.
Well, before that, we have a questions coming in.
Okay,
Anthony
let's
on the
hear 'em.
Facebook says you don't make friends with salad.
That's exactly
Not my salad.
but-
All right.
Luke Godin has said we're now known as the three tenors. So there's that.
well, they're known as
That's
you,
actually pretty good.
Kurt, and John are the
Yes,
three
the
tenors.
three tenors.
I'm the guy whose fucking ears are bleeding at midnight.
Oh, wow.
Somebody has to proof it. Anyway, Dan Vollmer on the YouTubes. How does the 33XT handle in 20-mile-per-hour winds? I think that's a Kurt question.
like-
Dude,
nothing.
it was holy shit.
Well, there's 0.23 mils of spin drift at that range, and we're holding off a half mil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I hope that answers your question. It's like nothing. It's nothing like a 308. I can tell you that.
I'll tell you what, it shoots before you even know it.
It kind of does for some.
I can honestly say that 4 ounces is the lightest trigger I've ever touched in my life.
Yeah.
A pound. A pound's okay. Actually, well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we'll see. It was a little bit of a surprise. Doesn't matter.
What velocity are those things going? 3250.
3,250 feet
with
per
a
second.
300 grain burger.
It was
That's
300
cooking.
grain?
Yeah.
Yeah. That ain't
That's
no
cooking.
thing. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you stand there? I know you hardly stood behind it. Never mind in front of it.
I think what's really important is I feel like I owe Jens $10 for the one shot that
So
I
then
took.
what's stopping you from giving it to him?
Yeah. You can pay him in H50 BMG.
I'm comfy. I can pay him in what?
H50 BMG.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if I
you
could
can
find it.
Shane.
Who's the man got to sleep with around here to get some H50 BMG?
Yeah, he does.
I'm not sleeping with him.
Anyway,
What else we got there?
I don't know. I mean, the weekend was fun, but it hasn't been all that long.
No, it's never long.
Uh-oh, what does Rottenbush
he
want?
says, "Wow, that's a hell of a green screen you got there, Sean. Looks like they're right there with you." Very astute observation, Doug.
Doug,
in
you
order
always rely on that.
to fit all three of us on the screen.
I'm on
We
the
had-
floor
Yeah.
on my ass.
And we
with
had
my
to put-
leg. If you can see me shifting,
And
because
Kris
my
and I
legs are
shrunk.
alternating blood flow right now.
Yeah. We're actually behind Sean so that we could fit.
As you should be. No,
We know our role.
that's
This is
right.
hierarchy.
Steve
hierarchical.
Emblin, Ian Precision Rifle says 3440 feet per second with the 265s in mind when we were out there. So yeah,
Holy
they were out there.
smokes.
Yes, or he brought Canadian Forces gentlemen out and did some training with you guys, and yeah, it was good to see old
So
Stevie again.
Steve, no wind hold Emblem.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Why is he no wind hold?
Steve, what's wind?
Because he's
Emblem?
over 3,400 feet per second.
Oh, I thought what John thought that he was dialing his wind. He just doesn't have to adjust
He
for
doesn't
wind.
have to. No, not
Okay.
a lot.
Bud says young guy on the floor.
Young guy on the
As
floor.
it should be.
Actually, you are the youngest of the three of us, aren't you?
I'm the baby.
That's a sad fact and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A decade. How old were you in 1996 again?
8.
Or wait, sorry, when the Queen came in 2005, you were in grade 11.
Grade
Oh,
11.
God, this again.
Yeah. We had this discussion on Friday night.
Was it Friday night?
It pissed Kurt off then too.
Did it? You didn't say anything, Kurt.
What?
It was, you didn't see the internal
And we didn't see him
rage.
until the next morning.
I was planning your homicides.
What?
Well,
Silently.
you should have a plan for that anyway. You know,
Who says I don't?
meet every.
Yeah, it's-
exactly. Yeah.
It's like Batman always
Yeah.
has a plan for Superman.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
What?
I can't.
No,
wait
I'm
for
You just
this.
Superman,
called me Super-
motherfucker. You're fucking Aquaman or some shit.
Hey, you know, he's a good-looking individual.
There.
Which one?
There's my shotgunning story.
Oh,
Did you got a bruise?
yeah,
Oh, look at you.
yeah.
Did you shoot the FD12?
No, I never have.
Oh, I thought you were going to shoot it.
I should. Oh, hey, whoa.
The FD12 is a lot lighter
Go
than
and get
the
that thing
870
right
you were
now.
shooting.
And then here's Doug on the Facebooks. I can't tell you how glad I am to see you all in the same room. Just what we need to save money on a predator strike. Thanks,
Careful,
Doug.
Doug. There's collateral damage here.
You know we're in Alberta, Doug. And we can shoot. We can take pokes from a very far away. Well, some of us
Yeah, Doug, I can shoot up 1,300 meters accidentally
without trying.
without even trying.
I like that pool shot. No look.
Yeah, exactly. What was Jens saying? Jens made another comment.
But only 15 per seconds more with the 300s.
Oh, he was making an actual comment.
Yes.
I thought it.
You thought there'd be humor
So
in a German.
you guys have to understand.
It's purely facts.
You guys have to understand. On camera, all you can see is us.
Yeah.
But we are looking at 4 people
Yeah.
who are just staring at. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're looking at 3 people who are staring at us doing the podcast,
A little creepy.
and 1 German who's staring at his phone typing.
Very intensely.
He's very serious about it. I see him typing, so I'm just waiting for his comment to show up on the screen now.
What the fuck is
What's
that
what's
guy?
Luke
Who the
saying?
fuck is that
Who
guy?
the fuck is that guy?
Can't even fucking read. Yeah.
What's going on have to
He
say?
says, looks like Sean's driving a McLaren and Kurt and Kris are passengers.
That's possible.
More like a bike with a sidecar.
do sidecars.
It's a
yeah.
it's a tricycle.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
Drinking
Did
alcohol?
anything happen in the world while we were here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I haven't been paying attention to anything
Yeah.
going on.
There's 0 fucks.
0 fucks.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. We're open in new
That's
news.
right.
We are opening. It's a joint venture between, let's say, the 3 of us, and it is called 0 Fucks Pancakes.
Yes.
A little bit of a takeoff from the coffee that everybody's doing.
Yeah, and we will serve
Coffee's been
bacon,
overdone.
eggs, and coffee. No pancakes.
No pancakes because there's no fucks.
Yes.
That's right.
So this stems from
No
the
fucks pancakes. TM.
TM.
Oh.
Yeah, where you get no fucking pancakes. It's the opposite of IHOP.
What's that
So-
song from the cartoon? Bacon Pancakes?
There's a cartoon called Bacon Pancakes.
No, there's a song from it. It's like Bacon Pancakes, Bacon Pancakes. You never heard that? I'll show
I don't
you.
know, but it's catchy.
It's a good idea.
Where I come from, there's only banjo music.
Doug says,
mean like,
WTF, you're in Alberta. He says, WTF, you're in Alberta and didn't tell me. Okay, I can understand why you do that. Self-preservation is a primal instinct after all.
Last minute planning.
Doug said this.
Exclusive
Doug.
club membership.
Yeah, there's plan.
Yeah, really.
Well,
Thanks, Jens.
John, a day later, hey, we're
you did
taking the
100%
camper.
of the
Good, I don't
plan.
have to bring the tent. Awesome.
I will say this. Some of you came out on Thursday, and I didn't even really hear about it until Wednesday night.
That was our plan all along.
Yeah.
It was on the group chat.
I think somebody made a mistake. I think I was accidentally
Right.
invited.
It was like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, what about Kris?
Everybody was in like this private group chat, and then one person accidentally made a post in one of the group chats that I'm a
Right.
part of, and then they went back to the
I
private
guess
chat. They're
now
like,
we have to
Oh,
invite
yeah.
Kris.
they're like, guys,
Didn't you get that?
I just fucked up. And everybody, oh, well, we got.
Well, I guess you got to bring the tall martial artist.
Yeah,
I was sure I sent that to you.
to me,
Yeah.
I don't know who. Yeah,
mail.
my invite's in the mail. It'll arrive next week. Doug's invite is also in the mail, and it will also arrive
No, we didn't
next
send
week.
Doug an invite.
What did? Okay, I'm sorry, Doug. Okay, wait a minute. What did Jens say? Because it's very important. to me.
Okay. Todd,
So
we-
John's sitting
okay.
here talking like he's like has
part
a
of the
microphone,
podcast.
and Jens is right beside him. Hasn't said a fucking thing, but he's been one of the more active posters on the show.
Okay, so Todd Wilson, love him to death. He says, "Look, that looks like the Rain Shack in Nose Hill. That is ground zero for shocking states of affairs." Well, when the title is called "Live from Nose Hill,"
Oh, touche, I guess.
Okay, what did Jens say?
Jens
Jens,
says,
what did you say?
"Go ahead, Jens."
He
Here,
just
what am I-
points
All
at
of a
the
sudden,
screen.
silent
You-
Jens.
I still think we need him as the Stig in the background with like a
Absolutely.
motorcycle helmet on, tinted
Absolutely.
so that nobody can see his face.
I think it's time. It's
Gas
time.
mask.
It's time that the first Focal Plane podcast had a mascot.
Yeah, that's right.
And all he
Anyway.
does is nod.
Jens says, "I cannot." And he's enunciating. I can just see him enunciating it too. I cannot remember I cannot remember. I asked you a goddamn question.
What?
That's what I said.
That doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
off air, we were talking about Pulp Fiction and
Yeah.
Samuel motherfucking L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And how he says, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing or motherfucking thing.
So the translation of that
I
from
cannot
English
remember.
to
I
German
asked
and
you
back
a
to English is
God, just Jesus Christ will smash me in the balls.
this is, as far as planned content goes, this might be our worst episode yet.
Oh, there's no ad reads.
Well, no, I mean there's no fucking like this is
Intros.
the Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
We are literally talking about nothing. Sometimes it's guns, sometimes it's German efficiency, sometimes it's negligent
Queen.
discharge,
Bear
the
caves.
Queen. All right, well, what are we going to talk about next then?
Oh, I don't know. My ass is falling asleep real quick.
See, I told you.
The
We
fact
told
that
them at the
should be
beginning.
outside shooting.
We should be
'Cause
outside.
the sun
shooting
is
right
going down. The wind is already down.
There is no wind.
Your flag is broken.
now. Yeah, well,
The flag's broken, Oscar says.
I think you're right, Oscar.
your flag has
Yeah.
had an erection all weekend.
True story.
I've
It's
been,
lasted longer than 4 hours.
I was
and
just
it needs
saying.
to see a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. But finally it has started to subside. So
But really, we should shoot before the lights
we
down.
should.
So
we're definitely so maybe not an hour and a half episode tonight.
no, we'll keep it.
We'll do like a hard and
How
fast
about now?
one.
Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
We'll do a hard and fast episode. We'll get in, we'll get out, we'll
Yeah.
get the job done. Just like Oliver's joke about Superman and Wonder Woman last night.
Or John's love life. No, I'm just-
Or-
sorry. Oh, anyway. Well, guys, it's been a slice.
You know what?
But,
We
yeah.
I think something we should probably mention is that well, you guys already knew most of the people that were here, but I met some great people this weekend and had a whole hell of a lot of fun. And I didn't think I was
one
going
thing
to.
we didn't mention.
What?
Doug and
Yes.
Nisa from March Scopes are here.
Absolutely.
They made the
How
trek
do
up
we-
from
I
Calgary.
was waiting
and,
for the shout out.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh man, it's So they're here. We got the High Master, the 542 High Master mounted on my 6.5.
And it
And
shoots.
yours on your Genesis on your 33XC. Oh my God, we are spoiled.
How were they?
Amazing.
They are.
The reticles, like I've got the FMMT reticle,
Yeah.
which is like the Christmas tree milliradian reticle.
Right.
Milliradian reticle.
Milliradian.
And it's phenomenal. It's amazing. It's so crystal clear, and it just
So
having a good piece of Japanese glass makes a world of difference. It's
I'm glad you enunciated when you said "gla" in glass.
glass.
I got a great piece of Japanese glass.
No, it's awesome, and we had I'll tell it on here. So
Okay.
I let John borrow one of my Midas Tacs for his Bergera B14R,
Yeah.
and well, no, but we had a bit of
It already hit you. It's just
know what?
backing up now.
Whatever, we got to tell it like it is, right? And it's a great scope.
It's our moral
really
duty.
is. But we were shooting the rimfire out to what were we shooting? 200, and and we were dinking around with the elevation adjustment, and John had the 0 stop set previous, but John's like, "Hey, set it back to 0," and I'm like, "Set it back to 0." I'm like, this isn't 0, and but it stopped, and it's all cockeyed, and I'm like, John, your 0 stop is set to this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wait, let me look, and it's like, no. So we take the cap off, take a look. One of the set screws came out and was like out, like loose on the thing, and we're like, what the? So John, in his infinite wisdom, runs back and gets the Allen key, and
His infinite
in his
wisdom.
infinite wisdom, he's like, we're gonna gunsmith this on a table right now, and on top of a fine gravel
Did
pit
you
set.
drop the set?
And he dropped the fucking set screw on the ground, and so Oscar runs back to the clubhouse, grabs the magnet broom, or
Yeah.
Brad runs back to the clubhouse, grabs the magnet broom, and we're literally
And
like
came up with
Gold Rush
everything
Yukon,
except for the
taking
set screw.
pieces, handfuls. John's taking handfuls of dirt and like running
You were
it over
placer
the.
mining the range.
Yeah, we were we goddamn need a shaker table for that, and we still couldn't find the cocksucking thing. So
So you need a set screw, is what you're saying?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
because there's 3 set screws that hold that lock ring in place,
Okay.
and it's just one came out, but it was enough to screw up.
So
the
thank
zero-
God for redundant set screws.
Yes, But I'm sure if I contacted David Athlon, he'd be like, "Yeah, we'll just."
I don't know, man.
Here's
Set
the
screws
thread,
are a
get a
rare
freaking
commodity.
set
They're expensive things. He might ask you to pay for them.
And I'll send
Yeah.
John, and I'll send John the bill. It's
Let's go get a screw.
anyway.
So anyway, you were talking about the March.
Yeah,
stuff.
March. So
I'm willing to bet that you did not run out of elevation adjustment like I did on my Vortex Viper HS.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing
everybody's
bad
like,
to say.
everybody's talking about like the scope that I have on my fucking hunting rifle, like it's a piece of shit because it runs out of elevation at about 700 meters, but like, guys, it's a Vortex Viper HS, like it's a hunting scope for God's sakes. Cut me some. You guys don't even give a shit. I just feel insecure about it, so I have to mention it.
We're just letting you vent, and we really don't.
Now
care.
John's just offering to give me a 20 MOA
Well, it feels
rail.
bad for
That's
you.
how bad he feels for me right now. Poor
But no,
little
but-
dipshit can't even get out to 800.
But no, we finally met Doug and Nisa. Great people.
Yeah, fantastic people.
Doug shot with us the last 2 days.
Finally got Doug. Got him broken out of his slump there. He hasn't shot for 6 or 7 years, I think he was saying.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
He shot
Yeah.
everything this week.
Absolutely. he
And
did,
kept
yeah.
up. Like,
He had a remake of a trench gun he was shooting
yeah.
fucking skeet
Shotgun,
with.
yeah.
Yeah, like a pump
1897.
trench gun.
And he did quite okay.
He actually did really well with it.
Yeah.
And then he was shooting. What the hell is that he was shooting? That had the thickest ass
Oh, that's a 6.5 Gibbs.
6.5 Gibbs.
It's like a 6.5-06 improved.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, that thing was kind of a smoker.
And I think it had a
Shot out
March
there
scope
quick.
on it.
Yeah,
You think?
yeah, I think so.
Even Nisa got behind, what was that, a 17? She was shooting?
Oh,
Yeah.
did she?
Yeah.
She did
She was
alright.
hammering the heads off the.
Yeah,
Was she?
Ooh.
yeah, revolvers.
And Doug was doing handgun with Oscar a little earlier this evening, doing IPSC. Yeah, yeah. So like he got into. You know what? I'm calling it right now. We rekindled his love for shooting.
I think
Nice.
so.
Now he's going to be as poor as everybody else.
That's right. Finally.
Well, you guys he'll just sell a few more March scopes and he'll be okay.
Yeah,
That's it,
exactly.
yeah.
He'll sell one more March
One
scope, he'll be
Genesis and
set.
he's set.
Yeah.
You-
FFPP needs to have an income before it can fund anything.
Which,
Yeah.
by the way, stay tuned next week because we will have plans on how to give this thing away. FD 12.
We already mentioned that.
Yeah, but I'm saying it again.
You're right.
There we go.
We actually started to mention that, and then we segued off of it.
Yeah.
So we will announce next week how to win it. And a bunch of people shot it. Kurt didn't because he has a boo-boo on his shoulder already.
That's not why. At all. You jackass.
But you do have a boo-boo on your shoulder. Sorry.
Stab
okay,
you sons of bitches
I
in
mean-
your sleep.
because I
a
have
manly
this
war
saved
wound.
here. This is Kurt's scope,
Okay.
and it looks exactly like that.
It's
Except-
amazing.
Is his black though?
Yeah.
Blacker than yeah.
Is it? Okay.
is.
Okay.
But yeah.
You thinking it was 10 or something?
I think I was thinking of your 6.5 or your 308.
308. Yeah.
No, his that's on your 6.5 Rooster, right? Right.
No, but
The-
I was thinking of his 308
The
when I was thinking
Genesis
of
is on
his.
the
Yeah.
6.5 Rooster.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's a beautiful scope.
What are people saying here?
Oh, Doug's saying. Let's see here. Scroll back up. It looks like I spent the day at the mountain lake today and came home with a sunburn. So you guys get a pass this time. Join
We
the
have
club, man.
sunburns,
Look
too.
at my raccoon eyes.
yeah.
So Sean and Rooster, be sure to come back again when you can't stay so long.
Wait a minute. Does that mean I can stay? Or does Doug just not give a fuck about me at all? Like I'm not
little bit
even
of column A,
probably that.
little bit of column B.
I'm not even a human being anymore.
Yeah.
We questioned that all along.
Okay, we gotta go. Oh, the wind's getting back up.
Is it really? Well, just we're gonna end the show.
Just as we're gonna end the show.
Okay, so who are our shout outs? We mentioned that Doug was here.
Yeah, Doug for sure is my number one.
Okay. Do we have any other shout outs?
Oscar.
I think we have to shout out Oscar and the
Absolutely.
Nose Hill Gun Club
The
for being
shotgunner
phenomenal
extraordinaire.
guests and who was accommodating with everything.
yeah.
And with you shotgun guys, they went through what, like 700 clays? And they
Oh,
hit
at
about
least.
150
I
of them?
don't know.
Oh
Yeah,
no, we
right,
actually
yeah.
didn't do too bad. It was
No, they did actually pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, like this is a phenomenal club, and you guys should be proud of it. And it was very nice of you guys to accommodate us over the weekend and throw clays and goose sausage and everything else. So that's my shout out. I took it. You guys can't fucking have it. You got to come up with your own.
Well, Kurt's left, so
No, took all I had.
Yeah.
Doug and
Okay, I'll do a second
Lisa.
shout out. I'll do a second one. I'm going to shout out Jens for being the only guy who cared enough about me to help me reach three-time Jeopardy champion.
Hey, I spotted for you on your furthest to-date hit. Shut up.
Yeah, but it was accidental.
No, it's still a great win call.
It was a great win call. You know it's a great win call when it was an ND and it hits anyway. You're right about that. But Jens spent like a couple hours with me.
Yeah.
And he knew right off the bat, okay, this is a hunting rifle. It's not an ELR rifle. I told him right off the bat I was using shitty Austrian surplus ammunition. And he didn't care. He spent time with me anyway. So Jens is a nice guy.
even after you admitted to shooting Austrian ammo.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I can't shoot German ammo.
Anyway,
What's your shout out?
All right.
Wait, Jens said something.
Oh, no.
He just
Or
went
did
right
he?
back into his hole.
Or did he?
He saw his shadow. Okay.
I said Doug and Nisa from Mark Scopes.
Oh, well, what was Kurt saying? I thought he did
Doug and Nisa and Mark Scopes.
Oh,
And
that's
Oscar.
fucking
And Oscar.
unoriginal bastards.
Well,
I'm sorry.
whatever.
Okay.
You get a $6,000 scope, you can be unoriginal too.
I'm not your pantyhose man.
That's right.
Oh, why not?
Okay, guys, go check out boltactioncoffee.com. Use code First Focal Plane for 10% off your order because nobody likes playing government theft. What else? EM Precision Rifles.
Yep.
Buy a
Yep.
gun.
Also, new sponsor.
Fucking
We'll just mention them. We'll come up with a decent ad read for next week. Scoutvid.com. Buddy of mine started a website where you can actually upload your kids' videos, your sports videos, whether it's
Yep.
hockey or baseball or whatever. And they'll do some work for you to get exposure for your kids or your teens or whatever. Scoutvid.com.
Scoutvid.com.
Coolio. Scoutvid.com.
Yep. What else we got? Call sign 66.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take their
Hey,
courses
call sign 66 does wind spotting courses
here
at this
and Nose
very
Hills.
range.
Exactly.
So check out their website,
Wait.
cscallsign66.ca.
Hold on. Call sign 66 just had or is about to have one here?
About to.
June.
In June, they're
15th?
having one here.
Oh, okay. I got to get off this fucking floor. Jesus Christ. Call sign 66, Bolt Action Coffee. Who else?
We
EM
got them all.
Precision.
We got everybody.
Got them all.
Yeah, we either got them all informally or formally.
Got 'em all. That's not a song. Anyway.
Gotta
not-
catch them all. Pokemon.
No.
I'm too fucking old for
That'll
that.
do, donkey.
Yeah. Yen
Yeah,
said
we're
something.
done. We got to go shoot because we're losing light.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you
All right.
next week.
See you next
Bye.
week.
Well, I need to play the.
Sayonara.
We need to play the song.
Gotta
Hold on. Okay,
do the
peace
thing.
out.
Click the button.
You play the song.